and welcome back to another Show Off That Wizard video. It has been an extremely long time since I've done any of these videos, and I believe the last one I did was on Carrick. I've done one on Olivia, my Storm, Carrick, my Balance, and now I'm going to be showing off Olivia, my Death. And just a little backstory on her first. She was the first ever wizard I created on Wizard 101, which is pretty special to me. And, you know, for some reason, I stopped using her, and I went to my Storm, and mainly used my Storm, which, you know, I kind of feel sad about, because I kind of left her behind, and I didn't intentionally want to do that. But I'm bringing her back now. I've been doing a lot of leveling up on her, and I do actually have a surprise for you guys waiting in the future. And it's going to be featuring her and some other people, so it's pretty exciting. But anyway, this is Olivia. She is my Death. We're going to go over a couple of things here about her, and then this is the barn farm. I ended up buying the barn farm for her because I want her to be a part of my gardening characters, because mainly right now Olivia, my Storm, is my gardening character, but I kind of want to, you know, spread that out a little bit because, you know, with fishing and gardening and trading pets, it takes a lot of energy. So I definitely need another wizard to help me with that. And it is really windy outside, so if you guys can hear the wind, I am sorry. So let's go ahead and show you guys what is up with Olivia here. So we're going to go first in the character slot. So she's a level 79 Death. I did end up finishing Avalon on her, so she is on her way to Azteca now. She has 4,228 health, and then I'll go over her like stuff when we get there. 531 mana. There's her experience bar. She has 2 training points. 21,000 gold, which I actually need to go farm because I am currently hatching and trying to get a good death pet for her, so that fluctuates a lot. 510 arena tickets. For some reason I PvP'd on her. I don't remember ever PvPing on her, but I guess at one point I did. 94 energy, and then a max energy, so I don't get any more. I won't be getting any more energy because that's as much as I can get. Damage 5% to life, 62 to death. Resistance 12% to fire, ice, storm, death, and balance. And then I have resistance, more resistance, 27 resistance to myth, and 32 to life, and then 11% accuracy. These are all due to the outfit I have on. Here are my advanced stuff. So I have 35 crit to everything, except 220 to death. Block rating 45 to everything, except 237 to myth, and 220 to life. Power pip 63%, which actually isn't that good. So maybe I need to do something about that. I have no healing in and out, no stun resistance, and 3% armor piercing. Then we have badges. I have a lot of badges, with her especially being my first wizard I ever did. I kind of went crazy with badges. However, I haven't done any of these, it seems like. I just have the gardening one and the fishing thing. But this is all the other, the next worlds that I haven't done on her yet, so that will be accomplished eventually. Hero of Avalon, because I completed Avalon. PvP, I'm private in second age. Oh, I guess that was knight in first age. Interesting. I didn't even know that. Must have been a while ago. Time slots, everything's ready. I'm not really much of a crafter on her. I believe I'm more of a crafter on my Storm, but that's okay. And then let's go look at her outfit here. I stitched everything, as you can see. I stitched the Mantle of the Wold, and I believe this is a hat you can craft in Avalon in Dundara. I asked some people on Twitter to help me because I didn't know what was the best death gear to have at like almost level 80. So they suggested this, so I went ahead and crafted it on my Storm and then moved it over to Olivia here in the shared bank. So this is the Mantle of the Wold. Gives 400 energy, or not energy. For some reason, whenever I see a globe, I think of energy now. 400 health, 4% death accuracy, 130 death crit. So that is definitely helping my death crit in that section. 16% death toughness, or strong. I don't know, does anybody even know what that means? I don't even know what that hand means. I know it means like it's more power, so you get more power. 20% to life resist, and 15% myth resist. And it's death school only, and then it comes with the spirit trap card. So that's the hat, and then I stitched it to, it doesn't look like this normally, but I stitched it to this cool looking beret, because it looks awesome, and has a little death, or skull death thingy on the top of it. Pretty neat. And then the robe is basically the same as the hat. It's the same set, long coat of the wool, 425 health, 12% resist to everything, 4% death accuracy, 55% death crit, 19% death damage, I guess. Maybe that's what it is, damage. 55 life block, 60 myth block, and then it's a death school only. And so I stitched that to the dark wings, which is what she has been originally wearing. Ever since I first started her, I did end up getting the Guardian outfit for her, and this was like forever ago. With gold, of course, and I ended up just stitching it to that, because I kind of wanted to go back to the way she looked before. So I went ahead and did that. Boots, again, it's the same area, same Dundara, same hatching place. 168 max health. This is the Greaves of the Banneret. 5% power pip, 1% armor piercing, 3% death accuracy, 11% death damage, 120 life block, 132 myth block. So that's part of the blocking. And then it gives Legion Shield card. I don't know if this one gave anything. No, that one didn't give anything. So just the boots and the hat give a card. So that's pretty cool. And then again, I stitched these to these shoes in the bazaar because they looked really cool. And I always like the designs with like the little heads of things, or like the little spiral-y, symbol-y things. I think it's really cool. Just gives it more pizzazz, you know? And then we got the wand. Now I did originally have the Sword of Kings, looking like the Sword of Kings, and I'm like, you know what, I can get a million Sword of Kings if I really wanted to. So I decided to stitch it to the scythe that you get in the Nightmare pack. I think I had like 3 of these, so I'm like, why not just stitch it, right? And just keep stitching it until I'm done with stitching it. So I stitched it to the Sword of Kings, just so she can get it kind of look like a better Death Wizard, I guess. So it has +1 power pip, 2% armor piercing, 45 block rating, 35 crit rating, and it gives a death trap and a, what is that, a super torment or something? Can barely read it, it's so small. So those are basically the stats of the Sword of Kings, but I just put them on this wand because it looks cooler, I think. And then the Athame, or Athame, or however you say it, I have the Bull's Charge. I do need to fix this, because again, as you can see, it's only 64 plus, but you can't really buy Athames or Athames in the bazaar. They're like past this level for some reason. So if anybody has like a suggestion on where I could go farm for like a level 78 or something, Athame or Athame, that would be awesome. But for right now, during this video, it has a 280 max health, 235 max mana, 6% power pip, 5% death damage, and 5% life damage. Excuse me, and it's level 64. So I believe it's a Zafaria one. It looks very much like a Zafaria thing, so I have not changed that since Zafaria. Amulet, I have the Proven Armiger Pendant. It gives 300 max health, which I believe I just bought this, I think. Level 72, yeah, I have a Convert and a Doom and Gloom, which is pretty nice to have in case I don't have it in my deck already, which I normally do, but, you know, just nice to have. I think it looks neat too. I like this. There's a rose on it and stuff. It looks pretty cool. And then for my ring, I have Sir Mallory Seal, which is really nice. I really like this one. 295 max health, 176 max mana, 5 plus 5 max energy. So if you guys need more energy and stuff on your wizard, then I suggest getting this seal. I don't know where you can get it. Probably somewhere in Avalon, I most imagine. 12% power pip and 9% death damage, which is pretty nice. The pets I'm currently working on, as I've said, I'm working with Fallon Blue Gem, who you guys probably know of, that I've talked about before. But she's helping me and kind of teaching me how to properly train pets and stuff. So, my pets are constantly changing right now. But my current pet right now is Shadow. He's a Shadow Beast. Funny. His name is Shadow, and he's a Shadow Beast. 66 pedigree. He gives 1 card, which is a Death Blade. He can cast Fairy, gives 2% death damage, and for some reason, he gave me a Blizzard. I don't know where that came from. I think it came from a polar bear. I must have hatched with a polar bear sometime down the line. I don't remember who I hatched with, but I'm assuming it was probably a polar bear. And it was in his line or something, and he passed it on to Shadow. So Shadow now has a Blizzard card on him. I don't know why, but he does. But the pet I'm currently trying to become mine is a Nightwalker. And so, because I kind of like the way that they look with my outfit, so I'm trying to get him to be my main pet. And this is the one that I hatched with Fallon. I hatched this Nightwalker with this guy. And so I'm trying to get, or not hatched that guy with that guy. I hatched with her. Gosh, I don't remember. Oh no, I don't remember what I hatched with her to get him. Probably another death pet, I'm assuming, because I'm trying to get a lot of death damages and heal, I believe. So I'm trying to get that. But Sir Ben has a pierce on him and a 2% spell proof. So I'm trying to get rid of that pierce, but apparently it's really hard to get rid of. So it may be a while until Olivia has a pretty good pet. But for now, I think Shadow works for now. But I guess I can go through my pets. So here's baby Minnie. She's my Bone Drake pet, which I'm assuming you guys saw that video for of me getting her. So that was pretty exciting. I have a Scarecrow, which you got in, I believe, Winter Tusk, if I remember correctly. You can get them, I think it's a level 58 pet, I believe. Lord Bentley. And then we have the little Nightwalker. And as most of you guys know, if you've been following me since the very beginning on my Miss Court and Olivia channel, you guys know about Simon. Yes, guys, Simon has not left. There's a lot of people that are asking, where is Simon? Where is Simon? Here's Simon. He is still on my death, and he's still looking adorable, and he's just, I don't know, I'm always going to keep Simon just because he's a part of me. He was the first ever pet I got that was actually really good back in the day. And I tried to keep hatching for him, and I couldn't hatch for him because it wasn't working. And so eventually I just gave up and bought him for like the 12,500 crowns he was worth. Which, oh my no, was like crazy amount of crowns, right? But I was so desperate to get a sea dragon because back then they were like the most amazing pets ever. So I went ahead and bought a sea dragon, named him Simon, and then leveled him up. And I got this stuff for him. So that was a long time ago, but I know a lot of you guys have been asking, you know, where's Simon? He's still here. I've never gotten rid of him. He stays on my death, or in her backpack, so pretty cool, pretty cool. Got Simon there. And then, of course, Sir Ben, that I'm hatched to get this one. Alrighty, enough of pets. The current mount that I'm using for Olivia right now is her Bone Dragon mount. Just because it's a death mount and it looks really cool. And then most of my other mounts are actually on my storm in this house. It's kind of like my mount house, where if one of my wizards needs a mount, they can get the mount there. Then the deck I have is the death damage deck. Actually, I forgot to mention, the Bone Dragon mount was my first ever mount I got in a horde pack. Way back on my old channel, I actually did a video on me opening up the Dragon Horde pack, and he was actually in the Dragon Horde pack, and if you guys could see, when he rears up and puts his head up into the air, there's no fire that comes out of his mouth. And usually what that means is that it's the mount that you got before they implemented that into the new pack. So if you go ahead and buy a Dragon Hordes pack right now, and you pull one of these Dragon Drake mounts, then it will blow fire. But because I did it way before they changed that, my mount does not blow fire. So that's how you know that you have the older version, which is pretty dang cool, I think. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you can still get the Dragon Horde pack still. I think they removed it, but they always sometimes bring it back, so if you guys want to get one of these, you can try for it in the Dragon Hordes pack whenever it comes back. Whew, a lot of information, isn't it? Alright, so she's currently on her using her death damage deck because I was farming. But this is her main deck, which is the Dead Chieftain's Fanged deck. Again, it is I believe, a Zafaria deck, so I definitely have to change that. Or is she using this one? Oh no, I think she's using this one, my bad. I just haven't changed the name of it yet. She's been using the Druid's Knot deck, level 75. Max spell 64, max copy 6, max death copies 8, sideboard 32. This is the Avalon one, I believe. But for the most part, I've been using this for, like, Avalon and stuff. I mean, you don't need that many cards, to be quite honest with you, when you're a death wizard, so it's kind of cool. And then silver shield cards, I don't know why I have that. Like I said, a lot of these decks are used differently, so like my damage deck, I usually use for farming when I don't have to kill, like, such high-level things. And the death main deck is usually for, like, bosses or, like, questing or something. And then sometimes I have, like, a separate PvP deck. If I ever eventually do PvP, then nope, I'll have a separate PvP deck for different instances. The different houses, I have the Death House, which I've never gotten rid of. I've always had this ever since it came out, the first day, so she is still there. And again, I just bought the Bread Barn Farm, like, a couple days ago, because like I said, I'm going to start her on gardening. And then we're just going to go through the stuff. I don't know, I have, like, nothing on her, I think. A lot of the stuff is actually in the bazaar. Not the bazaar, the attic. I have a ton of plants, which nobody cares about. Fishing, I just have one frost decoy, because I'm doing most of my fishing on my storm right now. And then we have the pets, of course, so you guys can go ahead and look at their stats if you really want to. Like I said, they're not that great. I'm still working on them. Sea Dragon, there's Simon. Adorable, adorable Simon. He's so cute. There's another Sea Dragon. I don't know why I have another Sea Dragon, but I do. Bone Dragon, Nightwalker, which I actually need to hatch, or not hatch, but train and see what she gets. Or he gets, I don't know. And then here's my other one. And there we go. There's my pets so far. Like I said, I'm still working on them. Here's my death damage deck. Like I said, it's just like a couple cards that I can kill instantly. Usually when I farm stuff. And then this one, I don't know what this is used for. Just randomness, I guess. I have no idea. Oh, I guess I haven't put anything in the Druid's Knot deck. I should probably do that. But this is my death main deck. You guys can look at the cards. I don't know. I have up to, I believe, Dr. Von's Monster Frankenstein, and I believe the next spell I'm going to get is the Reincarnated Fossil. I think that's what it's called. So I'll get that in. Oh my god, really, helicopter? There's these helicopters that have been going back and forth over my house to the east side of my state, because there's, like, massive fires over there. So I don't know why they go back and forth, which is really weird, because I don't know, maybe they need to bring water back and forth. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear the helicopters. They're kind of really annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, so I have the next card I have to get is the Reincarnated Fossil, which I will get eventually. And then we have the quests and the map and the crafting, which, like I said, I don't do any crafting, as you guys can see here. I still haven't even done the first one yet. Help button, options. And yeah, there we go. Let's actually get on my Bone Dragon mount so you can see him better. There we go. And we'll get rid of this. So as you can see, he's not blowing fire. He just kind of roars up at the sky. But the funny thing is that you can actually hear him blowing the fire, but you can't really see it because it's not there. But he's really dang cool. I really, really enjoy this mount. He's one of my favorite mounts, and one of my first ever horde mounts, which is even more special to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe as well. I'll try to do more of these, but like I said, a lot of my wizards aren't really advancing. A lot of them are just kind of staying where they are because I haven't really had much time to do anything with them. But with Olivia, I'm advancing, and then Carrick, I'm also advancing a little bit. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys!